Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Forex Black Box. Quickly, I'm going to do review of the week and the coming week as well. We look at the news at the moment. We have some high impact news. OPEC meeting, of course, all day on Wednesday, which is the Wednesday of oil news as usual every Wednesday, and some medium news of OZ, CAD, US. The high impact one of this week, it's of course it's going to be about oil and euro. So we've got a couple of euro here on Friday. So Friday is going to be at the end of the week. Plus, of course, there's high impact news over there over Friday. So I expect that's going to be a big move on Friday. Yesterday, which was Friday, that was a very good mover on Nasdaq, S&P 500, and pound and gold. Gold went down and come back up again. I'm still short on gold myself. I think gold will go another leg down, so I'm looking for this one to be achieved just below the previous low on the 4 hours. So let's just move on quickly. As we can see that the news, just the high impact is just euro and OPEC. So let's see what's happening regarding oil. So we're gonna have to wait for that. We look at pound at the moment here. That's in the indexes of currencies. Right, look at pound here, guys. You see that pound just trying to break higher here, just sideways. We touched 20 moving average, and now we're trying to break above it. So I think that's what the next move it will be. Sideways is indicating that there is no buyer or seller in the market yet. However, whoever brought from here, pound, they're still holding their position, but they're expecting more momentum up. So in my opinion, that and my technical analysis itself is going to be buyer. My bias on pound is going to be more momentum up. Opposite of that, of course, is going to be dollar, more momentum down. We're really holding the 20 moving average nicely here. The second time we touch it here, we kind of sideways. We couldn't really break above and close and we'll continue up. There's no any follow up. We have a couple of failure here to go up, but we're coming back down. We held here for a while. This is just because of Friday, you know, so Friday doesn't have much of momentum, but my expectation is to continue one more leg down and we will keep going. Same thing is going to go with euro and pound. You can see that even euros got more strength than dollar. I mean, euros keep pushing up. Normally they opposite each other. I mean, like if the Friday going down big here, euro should be all the way up, but Friday hold well, and we can see that euro just pushed more higher. So euro got some more strength going on. I'm still looking for 125 in the coming days or weeks, right? Looking at yen, you see yen, the weakness of yen. So basically yen is weak and dollar is weak at the moment as well. Yen is just keep going down. The stock keep going up, and that's the thing. Since the pandemic, it's keep coming down. As you can see here, we are almost trying to make triple bottoms, but I think this time we're going to break even lower. The reason being, S&P 500 could very much indeed make a new high, all-time highs, possibly this week. So don't take it for granted. Just follow your strategy properly. 5 minute, 1 minute on S&P 500. If you trade currencies, always monitor S&P 500 behavior. If it's breaking new highs, you should apply the strategy of S&P 500, which is Aussie is going to be strong, New Zealand is going to be follow, but dollar is going to be weak. Yen is going to be a little bit sideways because the weakness of yen already is not really connected very well. Guys, since the pandemic, which is early this year, January, right, a lot of changes happen in the market. As you probably know that the market is always dynamic and changing. So one of them, just let me highlight that quickly, one of them is gold as a safe haven. It's been now changed. Yen is not following gold as up momentum, so you see gold all-time highs, and yen is not really following. Aussie is just sideways now. Aussie has been priced in. If you look at Aussie, it's really priced in since the pandemic here, coming back up, following the trend, the US stock market, which is S&P 500. You see that overall the picture, we have a nice V. I still see that it's going to continue back up more momentum. So if you short on Aussie, don't be short on Aussie. Be careful because we're going to very much go all the way all time to this highs. This is only percentage. Right, let me just make this bigger. So this is 2015. That low is March 20, which is pandemic. Everyone know that. So we have some resistance here. We have a one resistance here has been broken already. The second, the third, we're trying to break higher. So think about it. We've been down for very, very much a lot of years. This is the spike or the failure we'll be looking for on the bigger picture, and that's why I'm very much thinking that's going to continue back up. So all way to up to this level, which is about 2017 highs, or maybe a little bit closer. We'll just take it step by step. We broke already these levels here. We broke this. We broke this. So now we're looking forward to the next level, which it was on 2019, before the pandemic, and maybe 2018. Then after that, we'll continue back up. Overall, it's just you see that also here we have some support back there. This is not a price chart. It's 2009 support. This is no price chart. It's a percentage chart. Okay. So if you look at Aussie, because I'm very concerned about Aussie, because Aussies will be reflecting the stock market. You see that bounce from here is not the same. We have a very strong momentum up, really strong. It's not like this sideways first, and after that they decided to push it. We have a big V here, but a smaller version of it. Here is a smaller version of it, V as well, but I think that's going to be continuous, so this is going to be altogether one big V, right? So we have top here, we watch for that top, probably that top is going to be hit. This is going to be lower than this low, of course, lower here. Here we're going to challenge this first and bounce back down. Let's see. As I said, S&P 500, if you start making new highs, all-time highs, probably going to see Aussie following the strings, okay? New Zealand will be following a little bit, but not 100%. It could just be in standalone momentum. But New Zealand itself, it was following Aussie, as you can see that, but New Zealand is more stronger than Aussie. Come back up, come back down. Now it's trying to start back up again. So basically, we broke above below this low, and we'll have a failure, 1, 2, and we'll break higher now. We're probably going to do that again, and we'll continue back up. That's the bigger picture. That's a long time to come up, back up, but we only focus on the next support and resistance. So I think that's the next one here. Probably going to go low a little bit. We'll be looking for a failure, continuation back up or down from the 50% of this move down, right? Swiss, just the following euro, as you can see that typical momentum of euro. So I think Swiss is going to be strong if S&P 500 go down. If S&P 500 keep going up, Swiss is going to be weaker, but it will hold a little bit because I think Swiss follow through step of euro. And remember that a lot of changes happen in the market since the beginning of this year. 2020 market changes behavior is not like before, or whoever making courses talking about the correlation between currencies. Now currencies and stocks is completely changed. The only valid correlation at the moment happening is Aussie, and Aussie acting as a not safe haven, is acting as a currency for stock up. If it's going down, it's getting weaker. It's going up, it's getting stronger. Dollar, if it's stock go down, dollar acting as a safe haven. So very, very dynamic changes. It's supposed to be yen, but now dollar is taking the side of cash. Everyone looking for cash because of the pandemic. But remember that very well. If pandemic start to decrease and we find a cure and everything starts to work back as normal, that kind of change as well. It's not going to stay there forever, right? So it's not going to be dollar, could be gold and yen again, once again. Or we could just say dollar, because everyone is skeptic now about pandemic and diseases and all this stuff. So everyone looking for cash. CAD, you see that before the meeting ahead, a few days, we start to back up again. Well, about almost 50% of this move. However, Friday will really have a big move down, a couple of days engulfing. Probably going to come back a little bit lower, retest this breakout, then we'll continue back up if the news of the OPEC news is going to be positive, then we could see some more momentum up. We're going to go to oil shortly and have a look at it. So let's move into the chart. Okay, talk about S&P 500 now. We have a really 4 days in a row just trying to break this high. We couldn't. We had 3 days before we come to this level. We were trying to go slowly up the momentum. So we have moved up, a second up, a third up. It started getting smaller, you see. So I had a big one here, almost similar. Then after that, smaller, then smaller. So what they're indicating that momentum is losing at the moment. Is we're losing steam to continue back up big. Possibly, very much we could just swing up high. Then after that, come back down quickly. Then after that, sideways. Then we'll break more higher to the 1.8% Fibonacci. That could be the level 3,617. Sorry, that could be the level, the next level. Let's draw a line here as well, so we can see it on the left, on the right side. So that's all-time highs. That's possible the next target. Probably gonna break it through, come around 50% of it, come back retesting sideways. Then we will see whether or not we want to continue back up, or it's gonna go down from here. Remember that the election is almost near now, so just be careful with the election, because during the election the market will think. I think that can change as well because of coronavirus. So keep that in mind. We just dipped big previously on coronavirus pandemic, and I don't think we're gonna see that dip again unless coronavirus kick in again. Probably election time. Probably come back for that pullback is due already. Then we'll continue back up. So two scenario: we'll break higher, new high, come back down here, retest that, we'll continue back up, or we'll go down first, come back up strong, and we'll break these highs. Right? That's the bigger picture. I'm talking in the future, but just to give you an idea what I'm thinking of. Nasdaq, I did trade well on Friday. Not very well. I had a couple of position, losing position because it was sideways. I get stuck on it. If I go to the 5 minutes, I will show you what I mean. Let me just make this bigger. I basically brought here, left my stop loss here. I was targeting the pivot point. Went down, I brought some more at this green candle, push back up. We'll just do in 1 minute, but I'm just give you the bigger picture. 5 minutes. Come near here and I exit around there, just a new high, because I saw that will never touch the pivot point, because we did it many times here, many times, and this time it was just a high lows. So it didn't really touch the pivot. It's just shown here is touching it, but on a proper platform like my platform, Sierra chart is not showing that, because I have the tick by tick here. It must be spread, and that's what the pivot is a little bit offset or shifted, but it didn't really touch it. It just come near it and went down straight away. It's like a lot of seller waiting here or profit taking. I already took my profit just around here, because our brought where did I buy? I did buy around this candle, come back down and come back up again, and I exit there. That's it. Took me a while. I normally don't stay that long, but it wasn't very good trade. I was supposed to be already out of the market, but I saw that green candle building up, so now I saw that okay, I'm gonna break even. It just actually went above my break even point, and I exit and I call it a day. So yeah, it was okay trade, but not my usual strategy. I get busy on the phone, and I realized that my trade already went through far where more than I expected. So be careful when you trade in these future contracts that are very dodgy. I mean, like not dodgy. You could lose your money very, very quick if you know what monitor it. Okay, it's not like Forex. Forex, you can leave a position, it's not going to move that much. But future, every tick is counting a lot of money. Okay, we see that here as well in one day. Almost we have high and low. 1, 2, 3. We'll come all the way to the closing of the day here. We'll touch it and we went down. The following day, try to break high a little bit. We couldn't. We're still inside candle. So in my opinion, that's going to play a little bit here before we go down a little bit. Then maybe we'll continue back up. This is like A, B, C zigzag. Let's see that zigzag breakout. It should last another 2 to 3 days. Then we will see a new high, hopefully, because I think Nasdaq is really promising. That's the pandemic drop, right? And S&P 500 around, look, S&P 500, that's all-time highs at the same time, and S&P 500 around this level. Nasdaq here. So you see that huge gap. So Nasdaq is more perform much better than S&P 500 in momentum and everything else, because it's already broke the previous high, and we continue to make a new highs, It started getting smaller now as well. Just keep that in mind as well. Never ignore this momentum. You see this here. There's a big gap here. It's getting smaller. So maybe we are due for a big pullback. Let's see. I remember that if S&P 500 wanted to break new highs, probably Nasdaq is going to follow, because Nasdaq is always a stock as well, right? So 11656, that's my target. I mean, I'm not long on it for that long term, but I'm just saying that could be the target upcoming. If you come here, I'm still long. I should be exiting even before that target, a few points, maybe 20 points. Gold. See that? I like this pattern. Very strong momentum down, come back up. We couldn't really, this momentum is not overtaking the big momentum. So it's almost 1618 lengths, the golden ratio. We just come near the golden ratio here. This is one is bigger than this one here. So we're talking about a very good momentum to continue down. I'm looking forward to come to near this consolidation. It's about $1,800. That could be very much the target next time. But very, very strong candle down. Very, very strong. We spent the next 3 days. We couldn't really break over 50% of this candle. We bounced the following day, and that's why I'm short. I'm looking for a measure move, equal measure move, and that's where I will be exiting my short positions. It's very small position. There's nothing to worry about for myself. Silver as well. I talked about that. I did already draw this level to be a good level to short. We've been here, and I saw that we're going to come around here to close the gap. We didn't indeed close the gap. We didn't really close the breakout of the previous day before the red candle. Of course, silver is affected by gold, and that's why we're going to see momentum on silver down as well. Silver could just hold around above the 20-moving average, because we have a more momentum stronger than gold. If you look back to gold, we're already trying to break the 20-moving average, but silver already higher on the daily above the 20-moving average. So maybe we're going to come back down here, but let's see. I already called that measure move, equal measure move. So that's the first target. That's the second target. Okay. Bitcoin consolidation. As you see that is following gold, but gold dropped down, but Bitcoin come back up again, but gold not. So that indicating that there's a lot of buyer interest in to buy. They're in a hurry. They're buying even before touch of the 20-moving average. See that just beneath the 20-moving average and bounce back up. Remember that there's going to be minus and plus of moving averages across any platforms. Every broker, they give you the average price between the bid and ask. They don't give you exact price available in the market. However, Forex, it's or brokers, they have a fluctuation between everyone. They don't have exact price. It's not like future. Everyone globally have exact same price at the same second. Not exact same second. Of course, it's going to be a delay, a very, very minor delay. If you have a good connection and you have a good exchange, then you're going to have exact price every second. And that's why I'm trying to move to future trading than Forex. I'm more focused on future than Forex. Forex only trade the big event and the big momentum up and down, right? Also remember that Bitcoin is already moving over the weekend as well. So that's Friday candle around here, and today is Saturday. Is keep pushing up. This is off. This is not market open, but it's just the momentum is still building. Anyway, I think it's gonna break higher. Let's see how that will go in the coming week. Oil. I'm looking at oil now. We have some, as I said, OPEC meeting. So let's see what's going to happen, either down or up. Please do not buy or sell until you see confirmation. Break out of this level box, right? You can go down first and come back up. You can come up first and come back down. Don't trade immediately as soon as they break out or any news. If it's a positive news, it could be negative for the investors. They will exit their position because they already the price is priced in the market, right? So be careful with that. Dollar index, as you see that we're coming back down again. We'll bounce off here. We have another failure coming back down. Let's see what's going to happen below here. That's very much we have A, B, C, D. maybe E again. After that we'll break, or we're gonna go straight away from here. We'll have a test and continue down. So two possibility is very weak. We couldn't really break above or below this consolidation, this candle, the red candle, the last red candle here, between these two days actually. So we made a swing high, swing low, then we draw our box. As you can see that every time come up, it bounce down, come down, bounce up, come up, bouncing down. Let's see which one is going to win, which side is going to win, right? Euro as well, exactly following the same, but a little bit priced in, because if Euro, of course, you go to its own scale of up or down strength. So, but also following Euro, following dollar index. A very breakout nicely here. We have something sideways, similar to dollar index, similar to cable. So when we break out of this range, we will see where we will go. If it goes down, could be only pullback to buy. So don't think that's a reversal. Okay, could be just only pullback to buy. If it goes up, it could be only a swing high to break above this one and come back retesting. So you have to break this down to pieces. You buy here, you sell, you exit here, you sell here, you exit here, you buy here, you exit higher here. Don't just sell it, expect it's going to be sell here, for example. You have to have a confirmation it's going to break, make a new low highs, and also watching dollar index. Cable is exactly the same strategy. There's nothing on the agenda at the moment for cable to have a special news to push it up or down. So it's just following the queue of dollar index at the moment. Is equal to euro, so they're moving together. So a little bit maybe weakness here. And then euro is just the day we just pop up to come back down. We see a lot of rejection above the 50% of this consolidation. Possible retracement back to the 20 moving average. Then we'll continue back up. We'll have to monitor dollar index as well, right? As you can see that yen as well is weakness of yen, and that's why we see pound yen is keep pushing up. That could be a failure here if I draw my exact line. So you see that could be a failure. We'll come back down inside the box, test 20 moving average, bounce back up, or break below it, sideways, around it, hug it, and continue down. You see, you're gonna see it. You're gonna feel that it's really losing momentum, and will go down lower. If this is not, probably gonna come back down 50% here, then we'll break a new high. I think yen is gonna be weak a little bit more than what it is now, so keep that in mind. Same goes here, guys, as the box as well. We can't leave it. Remember that trade always showing you there is some days you can trade, some days you don't have to trade. Okay, don't get stuck on this box. And if you brought here, I'm long here, come back against me, come again even, I can't exit and come back up, and guess what? Come back down. You see, you should draw this one. Okay, I'm gonna take the risk to short it here, and I leave my stop loss here and take profit at the bottom of the range. If you come around here, I will long it. Then look at that, you exit here, I will short it again until you've been stopped out. And then if you made 5 trades or 4 trades during this box momentum up and down, you're gonna lose only one trade, either up or down. Okay, if you break, you take your stop loss, then you know that okay, now we have some momentum. At least you're not holding a loser. Guess what? If you short here and price push above against you, right, and you're still holding, you leave your stop loss above here. It's too risky. Why don't you just leave your stop loss here, right? Buy it and pull back. Okay, you save yourself a favor, you save a lot of money, plus you're making money. You're not wasting your time just watching money's burning in front of your eyes. Okay, just keep that all the time. Don't take risk. Protect your account at any cost. Okay, meaning don't burn your money for ridiculous reasons because you think you're right. No, you always follow the market. So pound New Zealand, you see that New Zealand is really weak. You can see the momentum pound is on cable coming down as an indicator for me. I always look to cable. What's cable doing? If this cable is holding, let's see what other pairs doing with cable. And yeah, just a second, guys. There's someone drawing. I don't know if you can hear it, but anyways. So have a break above here. Looks like a failure. Probably pull back. Expected to retest. Maybe a little bit lower, then we should bounce from here. With the time only we've been near the 20 moving average around here. July, 28th of July. We're already in August. So we didn't really come near the 20 moving average. Very strong momentum up. I like this momentum, but I'm looking for a pullback, a sideways, then continuation back up. Pound CAD, see that ABC? Now we're changing ABC. Probably will continue back up. Also remember that OPEC was going to happen on Wednesday. So before Wednesday, probably going to see some momentum up. You draw your lines and everything, see whether or not we're going to come back down or we're going to break through. Okay, we're still waiting for OPEC. Remember that oil looks weak. It doesn't want to push up. So the alternative is to go down. If that happens, CAD getting weaker, bound CAD is a good opportunity to get in the market. Before OPEC started the meeting, we could push up all the way here. We could have double tops, then we'll come back down again. So don't wait for the meeting. If the momentum showing itself, just to buy it. Leave your stop loss below the day. Then the following day, push up, stayed here, move your stop loss above that day, below that day, and so on and so forth. We're going to have some pullbacks, of course. It's up to you. Depends what your strategy is. If you think that you have a good profit, you hit your target, you just stay out of the market, you know. Pound Swiss. As you can see that, as I said, I don't really try to trade it, but a couple of days here, weakness, a weakness, a weakness. Guess what? Swing low, 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 low here as well. So we highlight our higher lows. Looks like we're gonna come back. It's about 50% here. Very much we can have that next week if Swiss getting strong, if stock going down, but the opposite can happen as well. Keep that in mind. The market always go up or down or sideways. It can go down straight away first, or it can go up first, or just a sideways like what happening here. Thursday, Friday is just a hold in here, give you a couple of highs here, indication of weakness. It doesn't want to push up, but at the same time there is no seller, because I think that what they think is we have a low here, we have a swing high, another low, a swing high, so that's possibly another low. They're looking for more swing high. Let's see if the stock indeed wanted to do this or not. That could be a flag as well, a flag here to continue up, a major move. That's the flag, a major move up to 121. Let's see, but I don't really trade it, guys. Okay, this is it. I'm just quickly going to answer a few of you. Someone asking me, could you do low time frames? I'm only doing the daily bigger picture, and the low time frame. Look, all candlesticks that are very, very much similar. The fractal, they do exactly what's happening in 1 minute picture or patterns. They print also on the daily and monthly and weekly, or 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes. All you need to trade the market is to recognize the patterns, to recognize the market behavior, who's stronger. Okay, like here, I'll give you a quick example. You see this, a very nice candlestick pattern. Break above it is good indication to continue up. You stop loss below it, 1-to-1. Here you go, you hit it. How many days? You have to calculate your strategy, your money management, if that will suit you or not. We have A, B, C. Then what? We have a zigzag here. We'll break above it, retesting it, and we should continue up. If that's going to be successful breakout, which it looks like it is successful, not much. I could say 40% follow up. We have a green and red days. We're really holding below the 20 moving average. Didn't go far from it or anything. It's just let's see what's happening. Still, anything can change anytime, but the candlestick showing you how much buy and sell they push in the market. At the moment, the last couple candlesticks can take some indication of is the market is going down, right? Because it's been rejected twice. Guess what? The previous day it was red. The following day shown a candlestick indecision. Okay, so we made an indecision. The following day we made a decision to go down, and after the following couple of days after the mega decision, we come near 50% and we dropped. So what's next? Okay, it could be indecision again, or it could be the momentum to continue down, or we're going to have a complete failure here below this. We have a failure here. You see that a dip down, a couple of dips down, probably going to continue up. So your job is to find out whether or not we're going to break down, or we'll try to retest the highs again. If you think that's going to go up first, you could long it, right? You could long it here, then you exit your position until further clarity, to be something clearer. Next candle could be pullback and continue back up, or you just break the following day, break below it, come back quickly, retest it, give you another wick down, and the following day we're going to go down. It depends on your strategy. There's a story you have to tell. You have to talk to yourself like, okay, what look like? Indecision, all stuff. Put the picture together. It's a puzzle, okay? So work it out. Make sure your strategy work in the back testing. Every pair have its own behavior and profile. Not all the market move similar. Candlestick can appear anytime. Your job is to find how many times this candlestick appeared in the back testing. How many times appeared here? Look, how many times? After this candle show itself, what happened? Indecision. See that? Indecision. Above it, it was a long breakout failure. And look what happened next. You have to highlight all this in the back testing. Here you go. If I highlight it for you, you're going to notice that break below it is a trade. Here you go. Break below it is a trade. Here. Break below it is a trade. I could be trading it from here right at the body. It's up to you how much risk you want to take. You could just short it here, leave your stop loss above this day, take profit 1-to-1. Here you go. You already hit it the following day. You always have to keep sync with the market. Always stay with the market. Stay with the market. Learn it. Live with it. You know. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. You have a beautiful weekend, and I'm gonna talk to you on Monday. Don't forget to join the Discord server. It's in the description. And very soon I will be making like a webinar, audio only. I can talk to you one-to-one. I have a few rooms there, limited to few people only. If you get in first, I will announce the exact time. And if you get in first, only maximum of 11 people. Some rooms have 6 people, 2 people, 5, 6 people. Just go to Discord and find out what it is look like, and hopefully we can talk one-to-one if you want to during the trading hours. Okay, guys, thanks very much. I'll talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.